Sound Waves, very simply, provides hearing aids to kids who are uninsured or underinsured. The program was based on the principle that no child should be denied hearing aids due to an inability to pay. All children have the right to experience the world through sound, and we help them do that, whether it's hearing a family member's voice, a beloved song, or even just the rain. The Lighthouse has had a pediatric hearing program since 2015. Early in 2018, we decided to relaunch and rebrand the program as Sound Waves. We gave it a fresh new look, a new name, and a mascot, a dolphin named Sunny. A dolphin seemed an appropriate mascot for Sound Waves because, like the kids we serve, Sunny experiences sound differently. Dolphins use sonar to navigate. Our kids use hearing aids. Sound Waves serves exclusively Georgia kids. The need in our state is significant. For every 1,000 births, there's approximately 2 to 3 instances of hearing loss. With Georgia's annual birth rate at about 130,000, there's between 220 and 260 kids born every year that potentially need hearing aids.
Sound Waves is a critically important program for Georgia's children. Hearing is tied inextricably to language and communication skills. So getting Georgia's children who are deaf and hard of hearing the hearing aids they need will help them thrive both academically and socially. The greatest issue now is that insurance generally doesn't cover children's hearing aids. Or if they do, it's only after meeting an unreasonably high deductible. Only 25 states require insurance coverage. So if a family can't afford to pay for hearing aids or the deductible, their child may miss out on critical developmental milestones. Georgia's children are fortunate to have a program like Sound Waves, which provides affordable hearing aids and audiological care for children in need.
When my son Jack failed his newborn hearing test, we were just devastated. Most parents leave the hospital feeling excited for their new baby, but we were just really concerned for Jack and his future and what hearing loss would mean to him. Fortunately, he got his first pair of hearing aids when he was just 6 weeks old, and he's worn them ever since. The hearing aids have made all the difference in the world for him and for our family. The hearing aids have enabled him to be successful in school, with his friends, with his family, enabled him to play sports and just truly connect with the world around him. Sound Waves is a tremendous blessing for low-income families who just can't afford to pay the thousands of dollars that high-quality hearing care requires. At 2020 Hearing, we've referred countless families to the Lighthouse and seen those children in turn get the hearing aids that they need at a dramatically reduced cost.
It's one thing as a parent or expectant parent you really don't plan for. You assume your child will be able to hear, and when you get that hearing loss diagnosis, it's like, what do we do now? You immediately start to think about all the things your child won't be able to participate in or enjoy. And in our case, we kind of took for granted that insurance would take care of it. Finding out that our insurance would only cover my daughter's hearing aids after we paid a $5,000 deductible made me feel so helpless. We didn't have $5,000 lying around, and unfortunately, I don't think most people do.
The Georgia General Assembly recognized this need years ago and mandated newborn hearing screenings. Sound Waves is made possible through the generous support of the Georgia Public Service Commission.
The Public Service Commission funds Sound Waves out of the Telephone Relay Service, or TRS fund. Our partnership with the Lighthouse started 10 years ago and now subsidizes hearing aids for our state's deaf and hard of hearing kids. We don't want any child to go without hearing aids if they need them. Sound Waves help set these kids up to succeed and to keep pace with their peers, which is so incredibly important for thriving later as an adult.
Sound Waves is really pretty simple. We work with audiologists all over the state so a child doesn't have to travel all the way to Atlanta to get help. Once they are approved for Sound Waves, they visit an audiologist who fits the child for ear molds and then prescribes and calibrates their hearing aids. Our partnership with the Public Service Commission and our relationships with major hearing aid manufacturers enable us to provide the hearing aids at a fraction of the regular cost to parents and guardians.
I currently work with Sound Waves as a partner pediatric audiologist, and I can say unequivocally that this program is critical. If a family doesn't have health insurance or they have a high deductible plan that they can't afford, their options are really limited. I love knowing that I'm playing a role in helping these families. A hearing loss diagnosis can be tough enough without the burden of wondering about how you're going to pay for your child's care.
The Soundwaves team is dedicated to serving Georgia's kids in need. The program operates on a sliding scale to take into account variations in household income and insurance. This helps ensure that obtaining necessary care isn't financially catastrophic for any family.
Applying to Soundwaves is a simple, straightforward process, with most applicants receiving a decision within a few days. Applicants must be no older than 19 years and must have a family income of no more than 400% of the federal poverty guidelines. They must also have at least one parent or guardian who has been a Georgia resident for at least the past 12 consecutive months and be able to prove either ineligibility for Medicaid, Peach Care, or coverage denial from a private insurance company. Alternatively, applicants may provide proof of coverage by a high-deductible insurance plan, defined by the IRS as at least $1,350 for an individual or $2,700 for a family. Finally, they must have a recommendation from a licensed audiologist and an audiogram no more than 3 months old. To start the process, visit soundwavesgeorgia.com and click on Apply.
I would strongly encourage any Georgia family with a child who is deaf and hard of hearing to contact Soundwaves. It's an excellent program, hands down the best option for uninsured or underinsured families in our state.
Our mission is simple. The Lighthouse exists to help people navigate their world. Soundwaves is here to help Georgia kids navigate theirs.
Soundwaves. It's a big deal for Georgia's little ears.